Have you ever listened to a native speaker and thought, wait, did they just say 5 words as one big word?
Yes, like the words just melt together. And you think, how did they do that?
And then you try to copy it, and it comes out wrong, or too slow, or too robotic.
Today, we're going to fix that. Because there's a simple reason why your English sounds choppy. And once you understand it, everything changes. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations.
I'm John.
And I'm Maria. This episode is for B1 to B2 learners, intermediate to upper intermediate level.
How are you feeling today, Maria?
Honestly, a little excited, because today's topic is one of my favorites. It's about something small, but it changes how your English sounds completely.
I love that. Okay, before we start, thank you. Really, thank you for choosing to learn English with us today.
Let's go!
Okay, Maria, quick question. When you speak your own language, do you say every single word separately? With a little stop between each one?
No, of course not. The words connect. They flow together.
Exactly. And that's true in every language. Words connect to each other. They blend.
Think about it like this. Imagine words are like train cars. If each car is separate, with a big gap between them, the train moves slowly. Bump, stop, bump, stop.
But if the cars are connected, linked together, the train moves smoothly. One long, smooth movement.
That's connected speech. That's what makes English sound fast and natural. Not because native speakers talk faster, but because their words are linked together. Like train cars.
And today, we're going to teach you exactly how this linking works. The patterns. The sounds. The small words that disappear.
Maybe this happens to you too. You say each word perfectly. Clearly, separately, but it still doesn't sound natural.
That's because in English, sounding natural isn't about saying each word perfectly. It's about connecting them.
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with something simple. I want you to say this phrase. An apple.
An apple.
Did you hear that? You didn't say an apple with a stop. You said a-napple. The N from on moved over and joined apple.
Yes, this happens all the time. When a word ends in a consonant sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound, they connect.
A consonant sound is like B, D, K, N, T. A vowel sound is like A, E, I, O, U.
So turn off becomes turn off. Pick it up becomes pi-ki-tup. The words link together like puzzle pieces.
I remember when I first noticed this. I was watching a video, and someone said, I want to go to bed early. And I thought, what is wanna? Is that even a word?
It's not really a separate word. It's want to, but connected and shortened. Wanna.
Exactly. And nobody told me this was normal. I thought I was missing something.
This is connected speech. We say this when words join together naturally in fast, normal conversation.
Here's a real example. Imagine you're ordering coffee. You want to say, can I get a coffee? In natural speech, it sounds like, can I get da coffee? All connected. Almost like one long word.
And if you try to say each word separately, can, I, get, a, coffee, it, sounds robotic. Stiff, not wrong, but not natural.
This can feel strange at first, like you're not pronouncing things correctly.
But actually, connecting words is correct. It's how English really sounds.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You learned each word separately, perfectly, but when you put them together, it still doesn't sound like the English you hear in movies or podcasts.
That's because movies and podcasts use connected speech. And now, so will you. Okay, here's something that surprises a lot of learners. Sometimes, in connected speech, sounds completely disappear.
Disappear? Like, just gone?
Gone. For example, say this phrase. Next day.
Next day.
Did you say the T in next clearly?
Actually, no. It kind of disappeared. Next day.
Exactly. This happens because the T sound and the D sound are both made in a similar place in your mouth. So when they're next to each other, the T often just drops away.
This is called dropping a sound. We say this when a sound disappears in fast, connected speech.
Another example. I don't know. In slow, careful speech, you'd say every sound. But in natural speech?
It becomes I dunno.
Yes, the T disappears. The do and no blend. And it becomes one quick sound, dunno.
I have a confession. For a long time, I thought dunno was actually spelled like that, like it was its own word.
It's not. It's just don't know. Said quickly and naturally.
This is so important, because if you're listening to native speakers and trying to hear every single sound, you might get confused. You might think, I didn't understand that word, when actually, part of the word just disappeared.
Right. And here's a real-life example. Imagine you're at work, and your colleague says, I'll send it to you in a minute. But it sounds like, I'll send it to you in a minute. The D at the end of send gets very soft, almost gone, because the next word starts with a vowel.
And if you're listening for a clear, strong D sound, you might miss the word completely. But if you know this pattern, you understand immediately.
This feels confusing at first, like the language is hiding sounds from you on purpose.
But once you know the pattern, it's like a code you've cracked. Suddenly, everything makes more sense.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You hear a sentence, and one sound is just missing. And you wonder, did I mishear that? Or is something wrong with my English?
Nothing is wrong with you. The sound really did disappear. That's just English. Okay, now let's talk about small words. Words like to, for, and, of, these tiny little words.
These are some of the most common words in English. But here's the secret. In connected, natural speech, they often get very short, very quiet, almost like a small sound, not a full word.
For example, to. In a sentence like, I want to go, the word to doesn't sound like to. It sounds more like to. Quick, soft.
I wanna go, or I want to go. Either way, it's quick and quiet.
Another one is and. In a sentence like salt and pepper, the word and often becomes just n. Salt and pepper.
This is so common, but it's also why learners sometimes feel lost. Because in the textbook, and looks like a full, important word, but in real speech, it almost disappears into a tiny sound.
I think of these small words like background music in a song. You don't really notice them on their own, but they hold everything together.
That's a great way to think about it. The big, important words, the nouns, the verbs, the topic words, those are usually said clearly. Those are the melody.
And the small words, to, and, of, for, a, those are quieter, faster, less important to hear clearly.
Here's a real example. Imagine someone says, I'm going to the gym for an hour. In natural speech, it might sound like, I'm going to the gym for an hour. All those little words, to, the, for, an, they get squished and quiet.
And the important words, going, gym, hour, those are clear. Those are what you should focus on listening for.
This feels overwhelming at first. Like there's too much happening at once.
But here's the good news. You don't need to perfectly say every connection right away. The most important thing is recognizing this pattern when you listen. That alone will improve your understanding massively.
And slowly, naturally, your own speech will start to flow this way too. Not because you're forcing it, but because your ear gets used to it. And your mouth follows.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You understand every individual word in a sentence, but when someone says it fast, naturally, it sounds like a completely different sentence.
It's not a different sentence. It's the same words. Just connected. Just flowing. Like that train, moving smoothly, without stops.
Can I share something honest?
Please.
For a long time, I thought speaking correctly meant saying every single word clearly, separately, like reading from a list.
A lot of learners think this.
But then I noticed something. When I listened to really confident English speakers, even ones who weren't native speakers, they didn't sound like a list. They sounded like music. Connected. Flowing.
And what did you realize?
I realized that connecting your words isn't lazy English or incorrect English. It's actually a skill. It's something you build on purpose.
Yes. And it's not about speaking faster for the sake of speed. It's about letting your words flow naturally, the way water flows down a river, instead of stopping at every rock.
And here's the thing. When your words connect naturally, even a little bit, you suddenly sound more confident, more fluent, even if your vocabulary is exactly the same as before.
Because fluency isn't only about what words you know, it's about how those words move together.
Remember this sentence. Your words don't need to be perfect. They need to connect.
Say it again.
Your words don't need to be perfect. They need to connect.
Okay, let's slow down now. Word tour time.
Word 1. Connected speech. This means when words join together smoothly in natural conversation instead of being said separately.
Example 1. Connected speech is the reason native speakers sound fast.
Example 2. Once you understand connected speech, listening becomes much easier.
I use connected speech every single day, even without thinking about it. What Dea want for dinner? That's what do you all connected.
Word 2. Link. This means to join two things together. In speech, it means one word sound connects directly to the next word sound.
Example 1. The N in and links to the next word if it starts with a vowel.
Example 2. Try to link your words together instead of pausing between each one.
I always tell my students, don't think of words as separate boxes. Think of them as links in a chain.
Word 3. Drop. In this context, this means a sound disappears in fast speech.
Example 1. The T sound often drops in words like next before certain consonants.
Example 2. Don't worry if you hear a sentence and one sound seems to drop. That's completely normal.
I dropped the T in don't know so often. It became dunno, and honestly, now it feels strange to say it the slow way.
Word 4. Flow. This means smooth, continuous movement without stopping.
Example 1. Good pronunciation isn't about perfect sounds. It's about flow.
Example 2. When you connect your words, your sentences have more flow.
For me, flow is the goal, not perfection. I'd rather sound natural with small mistakes than perfect, but robotic.
Word 5. Robotic. This means sounding like a machine or a robot, not natural or human.
Example 1. Saying every word separately can sound robotic.
Example 2. I used to sound robotic when I practiced English alone until I started focusing on connecting words.
Robotic speech isn't wrong. It's just not how real conversations sound.
Word 6. Squish. This is a casual word that means to press things together, to make something smaller by pushing parts close together.
Example 1. Small words like and to often get squished in fast speech.
Example 2. Don't worry about saying every squished word perfectly. Focus on the main words first.
I love this word because it's exactly what happens. The little words just get squished, like sitting close together on a crowded bus.
Word 7. Confident. This means feeling sure of yourself, without too much worry or fear.
Example 1. Connecting your words naturally can make you sound more confident.
Example 2. You don't need perfect grammar to sound confident. You need natural flow.
And confidence in speaking often comes from small changes, like this one, more than big ones.
Okay, here's your one practical thing for today. Just one.
Today, choose one simple phrase. Just one. Something you say often, like, I want to go, or what are you doing?
And practice saying it with connection. Let the words flow together. I want to go. What you doing?
You don't have to be perfect. Just notice the connection. Feel it in your mouth.
And here is your sentence template for today. Try saying this. I want to underscore. But I don't have time.
Fill in the blank with something real. I want to travel, but I don't have time. And say it with connection. I want to travel, but I dunno have time.
Say it slowly first. Then a little faster. Then let it flow.
Notice how it feels different. Smoother, more natural.
Okay, comment challenge time.
This week's question. What is one phrase you say every day that you can try connecting? Write it in the comments. In English.
For example, I'm going to try connecting I don't know into I dunno. Just one sentence.
We read every single comment. Every one. And we love seeing what you're working on.
If this episode helped you, please give it a like. It really helps more people find us.
And subscribe to Speak Unstoppable if you haven't yet. New episodes every day. Real conversations. Real English. Real life.
Thank you for being here today. You learned something real today. Something that will help every single time you listen to English.
Until next time, keep connecting.
Keep flowing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.